Olá, eu sou o John. Eu tenho 20 anos. Eu sou da Faculdade de Engenharia. Eu estudo Engenharia Biomédica.
Olá, eu chamo-me Owen. Eu tenho 20 anos. Eu sou da Faculdade de Engenharia. Eu estudo Engenharia Biomédica. Nós somos da Malásia. Eu sou de Sungai Petani Kedah.
Eu sou da Ibopera. Nós somos solteiros. Nós falamos inglês, mandarim, cantonês, melayu e pouco de português. Estudamos na Himalaya. Nós vivemos em Kuala Lumpur. Somos alunos do GLT 1036.
Vamos cantar uma música chamada Fotographia, gravada por Arlley, Lima. Por favor, aproveite.
Chamar-me faz bem, chamar-me faz bem demais, me deixa feliz, me traz paz. Já passamos baixos das joias e estamos aqui em pé. Se isso não é amor, não sei o que é. Basta sua fotografia para lembrar, baby, de nós dois. Do carro só acelerado, horários soldados, os doces do seu beijo. Quero te encontrar. Muitas histórias temos pra lembrar. Prometo não vamos acelerar, mas sempre se lembrar. Que eu te amo. Te amar me faz bem, te amar me faz bem demais. Me deixa feliz, me traz paz. Sim, tem dias difíceis, mas não podemos desistir, baby, de nós dois. Ficar sem você não dá, não quero nem pensar. Bastava sua fotografia pra lembrar, baby, de nós dois. Do coração acelerado, horas tocados, do gosto do seu beijo. Quero te encontrar. Muitas histórias temos pra lembrar. Prometo não vamos acelerar, mas preciso sempre te encontrar. E me mantenha nas suas lembranças, não esqueça dos nomes escritos na areia. Me leva ao choro pensar, se um dia não voltar. Eu te amo, eu te amo, eu te amo. Eu te encontrar. Muitas histórias temos pra lembrar. Prometo não vamos acelerar, mas vai ser sempre te lembrar que eu te amo.
Okay, after singing the song, the reason why we choose this song as the song that in our assignment actually, as we all know, Sheeran is one of the famous English singer or songwriter who has written and woven a variety of songs all over the world. And then Ed Sheeran actually create this song enable us to use the Portuguese and sing an English song that we already know, because there are some of the artists that translate this song from English to Portuguese, right? So this enabling us to explore the beauty of the language, and which is very versatile in terms of its meaning, usage after translation, and comprehension of words and phrases, especially those Portuguese vocabularies that are quite new to us. And then this enable us to understand from one language to another language.
Okay, so other than that, by singing the Portuguese song, we can further enhance our understanding and ability to pronounce and speak in Portuguese correctly, rather than just sitting in a classroom or just reading a book. So although this song has a lot of words and phrases that we don't know, and it's hard to be pronounced, but we keep trying and correcting our pronunciation. And as the saying goes in English, practice makes perfect.
So by presenting a Portuguese song like this one, the photograph, we can demonstrate an appreciation of the culture and language of Portuguese-speaking communities in Portuguese land. And then it showcases our interest in and our understanding in their aesthetic expression, and fostering cross-cultural understanding and respect between us and Portuguese communities. Yeah.
So moving on to the challenges that we face during recording the video. So there are several challenges that we face. So first of all is the lacking the audio device. So this causes us to have a bad quality of recording. So other than that, it's challenging to sing and pronounce the word correctly at the same time, like just now I mentioned before. And this causing us to re-record the video several times before we get the best version for it. Yeah.
Other than what Owen have said, I'm glad that he mentioned that the point that just now the challenge that we face. We did also face some of the difficulties regarding of the Portuguese grammar and pronunciation. As Dr. know, it's quite difficult for us like new beginners, right? So firstly, the Portuguese grammar is very different from other language, especially English and Chinese lah. And then these are the language that we learned before, and what we think that the Portuguese is actually quite different from the language that we have already learned. And for example, the word conjugation, the sentence structure, and the gender of the countries, and the number agreement. Furthermore, the Portuguese pronunciation is really hard for us when beginners like us, especially those with the nasal vowels. So we need to pay extra effort in order to get used to the correct pronunciation in our communication. Yeah.
So in conclusion, my first impression when I entered the Portuguese class was the gender and number agreement that I mentioned just now, which is I was amazed by the complexity of the Portuguese grammar at first. This was the first time that I know that country has gender or the object has gender. But however, after attending the Portuguese class for 14 weeks, I have found and discovered the beauty of the Portuguese language, the unique sound of the pronunciation, and the rich culture behind this language has makes me want to travel to the Portuguese one day in the future and try to communicate with the locals using their mother tongue.
Okay. In a nutshell, to sum up whatever that I've learned throughout this course, the first impression when I first enter Dr. Jimin's class, the Portuguese class, I need to do a lot of the new alphabets, because the alphabets in Portuguese actually there are of many signs and symbols. So it is quite scary for me, for new beginners like us. But it is very interesting after exploring for about 14 weeks. So as the saying goes just now, practice makes perfect. I also practice many times to get used of the pronunciation and the grammar in Portuguese. And actually, Dr. Jamin has also established our interest in studying and pronouncing those Portuguese words. So it is very important for us to continue and explore more of Portuguese language. So in the future, I aim to communicate with English-speaking friends, especially those Portuguese foreigners, in order to know how capable I am in conversing their mother tongue, the Portuguese. And for sure, I'm not as fluent as them, but actually I'm sure that the guy and me sure enjoy speaking Portuguese with each other, because it is a cross-cultural experience, right? So I would like to say, express my gratitude to Doctor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doctor.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Adios.
Yes.